A big hello from Chryselect. I am Farida, and today we are going to be looking at some activities that you can do with your children at home. These activities belong to the math strand of measurement. So we are going to be looking at things like height, weight, volume, capacity, time. Now the thing about these activities are, I have taken everything over here that belongs at home. Surely we can't go anywhere out to get any resources. So these are all resources from home, and we're going to be using them as teaching aids to teach our children. So my first activity is about comparing weights. As you can see, I have made this comparing weight instrument out of things that are lying around in the house, a hanger, string, and you can take steel cups or anything that is lying around at home. But both these things, these objects have to be identical. Okay, so 2 steel cups is perfect. Now, what the children can do, you hang this instrument from a hook. Okay, so and then they compare weights. So how heavy is the duck? Is it equal to 1 pebble or 2 or 3? And go on and experiment, explore with different kinds of toys, and you can do this with all the items that are lying around in the house as long as they fit inside. Okay, so our next activity is about volume. Now for this activity, what you need is your children's kitchen toys, or any other small containers that are lying around in the house. And what you need is small parts or loose parts. Now what are they? They are anything that are lying around in the house. So I have taken here small stones, marbles, and bigger stones or pebbles. Okay, sit with your child and choose one kind of object. So I'm going to talk about these small stones here, and predict with your child how many do you think will fit into this glass. And your child will possibly say 5 or 20, and then you can predict and give an amount. And then put the stones in the glass and see if you all were right or wrong. The next step is, once you've done it with one kind of equipment, one kind of toy or loose part, use another type of loose part, so bigger pebbles. And now, do you think we'll need the same amount, or will it be more, or will it be less? For you, this may possibly seem very simple and easy to do, but what your child is really learning over here are very important mathematical concepts. This activity is about measuring length and height. How do we go about doing that? Now, I have taken blocks that are of the same size that were lying around at home. Have the children use these blocks to measure any items that are at home. So how many blocks is the height of my chair, or is the length of my bed, or anything else that is around in the house? Another thing what you can do is take a little string, cut it out and give it to your child, and ask him to move around in the house and say, now how many objects are the same size or the same length as this? Your child will have too much fun doing these activities. Our next activity is on capacity. How are we going to do this activity? These are tumblers, bottles, beakers lying around in the house, all of different sizes. You give a large dish or a container or a tub, or do it in the bathroom. And what you need is, I have taken these lovely sand toys, or if you have a funnel lying around in the house that you use to pour oil, That is also fabulous. Now, have the children pour water from one container to another and have them predict where will the water level reach. Also have them, you can ask even engaging questions as to which container holds more water, or does a longer, thinner container hold more water than a shorter, fatter container? You don't have to provide these answers, because at this age the children are learning a very important concept called conservation, and all these activities are only enhancing the children's ability to develop this capacity of conservation. My last activity is about the concept of time. Before children learn to read the time at the clock, they will need to understand the concept of night and day, the concept of seasons, and learn to understand the passage of time. How are you going to do this? This wonderful activity, you need a sand clock. I'm sure it's available at home in any of the games that children play. Use the sand clock and have the children do simple things like, how many jumping jacks can you do till the sand moves from one compartment to the other. This was the last activity in the series. I hope you find this valuable, and I hope you conduct these activities at home with your children. Just remember, you're not teaching anything. You are just creating environments for children to explore and asking engaging questions. Please give your comments and subscribe to the Chrysalette channel. Thank you. Bye.